Let's continue with our FreeCodeCamp walkthrough on CSS Grid. So once again, as a reminder, this is what we are building. This is the final project that we are working our way towards. And as you can see from here, so far in this playlist, we've done steps 1 all the way to 60. We have just 20 more steps to go. So let's tackle 61 to 70 in this video. Let's get started. Alright, so what we want to do for step 61 is to give the HR a color. Okay, so say color. And okay, so the way we're going to do that is to adjust the border property. So let's give the HR selector a border property. Okay, we'll say border. The size will be 1 pixel, style will be solid, and then the color will be this RGBA value here. So I'll just copy the RGBA value, paste it here like so. Okay, let's see our. Okay, so as you can see, this is our HR element. Now let's create, let me scroll up here. Let's create a quote selector. We'll say quote to style our quote. So let's give it a color property, which we are going to set to 00BEE, BEEF. And let's also give it a font size property of 2.4 rem. Okay, there's a quote once again. Let us also give it a text align property, which we are going to set to center. Great. Now, next up, we want to make the quote stand out more. So we want to give the quote selector a font family. Once again, let me scroll so that we can have a look at it. Let's say font family. Let's set it to railway. And let's give it a fallback of sans serif. All right. Wait, something is wrong. Your code should have a font family property set to railway and a fallback of sans serif. Okay, I forgot the comma. Yeah, so don't forget to bring your comma. A quote is not really a quote without proper quotation marks. You can add these with CSS pseudo selectors. So what we're going to do is you're going to create a quote selector like so. Then we'll add a before pseudo selector. And we are going to say content. And then let's give it a quotation like so. All right, let's see if that works. Okay, wait just a minute. Let me try this. Yeah. So create a quote selector and set a content property to quotation with a space following it. Okay, so let's have a space following it like so. Okay, so do well to have 2 quotation marks, and then the quotation mark itself that you want to appear on your page will be in the middle like so. Okay. All right, so we also want to create a quote selector with the after pseudo selector. So I'll say after. Then let's set the content. You know, let me just copy this. All right, so now we have our quote before and after our quotation. Okay, we need to add a space here. Let's add a space. Oops, sorry. This one, the space should come before it. So the space for this one, the space should come after the quotation mark. Okay, like so. And for this one, the space should come before the quotation mark. All right. Now it's time to style your third section. Note that it has the text and text with images values for the class attributes, which means it is already inheriting the styles from your text rule. Okay, so let's create a text with images, and let's set the display to grid. Okay, now as you can see, a grid has been added, and then it is in column by default. So you need to have a column for text and a column for images. So we want to give the text with images selector, let's say grid template columns. Let's set it to 1 FR and then 2 FR, like so. Then let's also give it a column gap. Let's say 3 rem. Okay. Now let's add. Okay, let's move on to the next step and then want to add a margin bottom property to the text with images selector. So say margin bottom, let's say 3 rem. Okay, let's also create a list selector for our list here. We'll say list style type. Let's give it none to get rid of the bullet points. Okay, as you can see, the bullet points are no longer there. And then let's also give the list selector a margin top, just to separate them from one another, because at the moment they are all stuck together. So let's give each one a margin top of 2 rem. Okay, and let's also create a list li to target the individual list items. Yeah, create a list li rule to target individual list elements, and give it a margin bottom property of 1.5 rem to have some space between them. So I'll say margin bottom, let's set it to 1.5 rem, like so. Okay, now as you can see, each list item has some breathing room around it. Okay, so that will be the end of this video. Once again, if you are enjoying these videos, do well to give it a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future videos that I'll be doing. All right, so see you in the next video where we are going to look at the final 10 steps for this CSS grid tutorial. Okay, so see you in the next one.